You know what Halloween just isn't complete without? Costumes. Candy is great, scary movies are great, but dressing up? Now that's the heart and soul of Halloween. So naturally, I dragged that tradition into Baldur's Gate 3 and put our favorite companions into some costumes of their own. Also, hi, I'm Friday. Let's get spooky. First up, Astarion. He's a cowboy. Why? Because Wild West Astarion is an aesthetic I never knew I needed until I saw it in fan art. He's also an all black because, come on, Astarion was born to wear black. I was considering white, but it would just get dusty and ruin the vibe. Originally, Shadowheart was my fallen angel. Dark hair, black wings, dramatic as hell. But then she spared 𝖍𝖊𝖊𝖓, her hair went white, and the game refused to let me dye it back. So now she's just an angel. Still works, but a little less emo and a little more holy. Okay, yeah, I found this one in. Gale is a wizard, which is just Gale, but with more robes. Basically Elminster cosplay, but he looks fantastic in purple, and honestly, Gale is the guy who would show up to a Halloween party dressed as himself. Karlach was tricky, but then I remembered a game I played with my best friend Sneezy where she was a buff bard. So that's Karlach's costume, a buff bard. And honestly, she crushed it. Charisma, muscles, probably shreds a loot in half just by accident, and also she dances all the time. What do the online kids say? Oh yeah, she's very bard coded. Is that how they say it? I don't fucking know. I'm too old for this shit. Look, I was running out of ideas, okay? So Jaheira's a druid, which is basically her, but just more over the top. Don't judge me. She owns it anyway, okay? Now this one is top tier, in my honest opinion. Thanks to my Star Wars mod, 𝖞𝖔𝖚𝖗 is a Sith. And if you're telling me you can't picture 𝖞𝖔𝖚 striding into battle with a red lightsaber, you're lying. She is the Sith. Okay, confession time. I messed up the Shadow Curse quest, and Halsin stayed behind. So, instead of fixing my mistake like a responsible adult, I summoned a bear and said, yup, that's Halsin. So his costume is bear, which to be fair was kind of the plan anyway, so we can just pretend that this bear is Halsin, okay? Alright, moving on. For Lae'zel, I want a costume she would hate with every fiber of her being. Answer? Clown. And yes, she looks as angry as you're imagining. In hindsight, making her a sparkly pink princess would have been even funnier, but hey, that's next year's problem. I wanted the polar opposite of what Minsc is, so I made him a professor. Ideally, he'd have a full tweeded outfit and a top hat, but mods wouldn't let me, so he's rocking a monocle instead. And weirdly, it works. Professor Boo would be proud. Will was an obvious one. With the Star Wars mod installed, he's a Jedi. He'd be best friends with Obi-Wan Kenobi in like 5 minutes. Also, can we just admit Will looks incredible as a Jedi? But then again, all the companions are hot. Just facts. Last up, the Dark Urge. Technically, I forgot to make her the Dark Urge, so we're just improvising. Just like Halsin, you know, we can just pretend. I ended up making her Orin, which again is kind of a low effort costume, but you know what? It works, alright? It works. I almost went with a Coraline style button eyes because the mod that I was using, there's like a head with Coraline eyes, was awesome. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the right outfit. So yeah, Dirge is Orin now. Problem solved. And that's everyone. I even did a little photo shoot and made some wallpapers of their costumes. They'll be linked down below if you want them. Though, fair warning, I made them on my phone, so they're not exactly 4K. Regardless, I do hope you enjoy them. And if you have issues downloading them from the Tumblr post, let me know and I'll find an alternative way so it's easier to download them, if you're interested, of course. But let me know which costume you liked best in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. We will see you next Friday. Stay safe, stay spooky, and have an amazing Halloween.